good morning, good afternoon, or good evening in this now moment. There's a huge shift of consciousness happening on the planet right now. It actually started in the late 80s and it intensified in 2012. I actually recorded the song about it, and that's why I'm here today. I've had a lot of people ask me to talk about my songs and start to put my songs out there, the songs that I wrote after a mystical experience and shift in consciousness in 2005. So what is a shift in consciousness? Well, if you're subscribed to the channel, I'm sure you already know anyway. And if you don't know, hopefully I'm gonna shed a bit of light. It's understanding who you are at your essence. The great masters have been telling us this for thousands of years, that we are divine. Each and every one of us, we're all connected to God. And I'm not talking about a man up in the sky. Whatever you want to call that, divine energy, universal consciousness, it's the same thing. And it's basically becoming self-aware of who you are. But anyway, as I say, I'm going to talk a bit about my songs, and I'm going to be putting my songs on YouTube. I have got a CD. I brought it out in 2008. It's called The Diary of an Uneducated Man, because I had very little education, but through life and trials and tribulations itself, I gained a lot of wisdom in life, and especially after my mystical experience and understanding who I was. So I'm going to talk a bit about the songs. One of the songs I've got on my CD is called 2012, and it was all about this shift in energy that was coming, and it's all about this. Love is the answer. Love is an energy, love is a vibration. The great scientist Dr. David Hawkins wrote a book about it called Power versus Force, and the lowest is fear and the highest is love, and of course the absolute highest is enlightenment. But everything in between that, from fear, hatred, anger, resentment, judgment, they're all low vibrations. But when you start to go up in vibration, and you can do it by your thoughts, by your actions, of course, you can go higher to love, joy, peace, enlightenment. And it's all up to you. So my first song is 2012 on the CD. And another song I wrote was The Light. It's the first song I ever wrote, and I wasn't a singer at the time. After a mystical experience, a week later, I wrote The Light. So I'm going to be putting that. That is actually out on YouTube, but it's not a very good version of it. My CD is available on iTunes, The Diary of an Uneducated Man. Another song I wrote, anyway, the song The Light that I wrote, the mystical experience, is all about that mystical experience that I had and my realization of who I was. Another song I wrote was Sins of the Father, because I started to understand that all the resentment that we hold and we're against people, or bigotry or prejudice, it comes from what we're taught. So sins of the father is, and our parents didn't do it on purpose. They were taught by their fathers, and then their grandparents and their great-great-grandparents, and it gets passed down from generation to generation. Certain countries hate certain countries, and the media doesn't help that. So that song is called Sins of the Father. That'll be coming out. I'll be singing that soon. Go Within is self-explanatory. Go within, meditate. Meditation is extremely powerful, because this world is a matrix of energy. And when you change that energy inside, and that energy can change from thought alone. Thoughts are things. And when you start to become self-aware and you observe your own thoughts, when you're the observer, you can change. Because from the time we're children, we are downloading things all the time. From the time we're born, at a very, very strong rate. It's like we're recording it, and then things stay in your mind. So we can't change that, but we need to become self-aware, and there's a lot of modalities that we can use to change that. So Sins of the Father is about how that ignorance gets passed on from generation to generation. Go within. Again, as I said before, it's about meditation. Go within, because that's where our power resides, within us. We're all extremely powerful beings, but we don't know it. But when we tap into it, and I'll be talking, well, I've spoke a lot about this on my videos, but when we tap into that, we flow with life, we have the universe flowing through us. So it's not the little me, not the little Carl Steadman that wrote the songs. Something came through me to write them songs. Another song is Our Heroes, and Our Heroes is about people who are truly making a difference in our life. The people who are bringing us together and not separating us. It sounds crazy, but we got sports stars in more in 1 week than some of us in a lifetime. And don't get me wrong, I love sports too. I love soccer, but I'm not angry when I'm watching. I watch it as an observer, so if my team wins or loses or ties, I like to watch the skill of the players who have put a lot of devotion in that when they're in the zone. Because anyone will tell you, and I'm a martial arts instructor too, I've been doing it for many, many years, and a lot of martial arts will tell you, real good martial artists, that they don't hit, it hits all on its own, through practice, through reacting in that moment. Because that's what sports started, and that's probably why we love it so much. It's magical, isn't it? You know? But don't get caught up in it. Be the observer of it. It's a game, you know? Another song I wrote was, so anyway, the song Our Heroes is about people who bring us together and the difference we can make with love, which is the highest energy. Another song is called I Shed a Tear. It's about the Earth's environment and how we can change it. And another song I wrote is The Voice in the Head. I discovered the voice in the head after watching Mr. Eckhart Tolle sitting on the couch. Had an awful lot of loss in my life. Every day I'd wake up and the nightmare was still there, because it wasn't a nightmare, it was real in my life. And then I heard Eckhart Tolle talking about it on a DVD called The Flowering of Consciousness. And he said, it's not the things in your life that cause all the pain and suffering. It's the way you view them things and go over and over. It shouldn't have happened to me. Why did she leave me? Why did I lose my home? Why did this? Why did that? And it's consistent. When you become the observer of your thoughts, a lot of our thoughts are insane. And we go over and over. We worry about we stress about the past. We worry about the future. When you live in the now, you don't have any worries. So anyway, my friends, thank you for listening. And the songs will be coming out over the next couple of weeks. And as I always say, you be the change you want to see in the world, my friend. I believe in you. Take care.